Felilum, amiith. I'm Joy, your local plenipotentiary, and I've been asked to talk a little bit about the areas that make up the Omni campus itself. I have to admit I've been dragging my feet on this, for the sole reason it's been a while since I was on campus at the Ocademy, and I wasn't sure if I'd remember everything. And I was right. I looked up some info in the archives. It took some digging, mind you, but at last I found my original notes. You might reasonably ask why I just didn't look up an Ocademy map. The reason is simple. The Bureau, that's the school administration, as you recall, doesn't allow for printed copies to be made or distributed because parents and friends of students kept using the maps and popping in uninvited at places they didn't belong. So here we go. In recent years, the Ocademy has been expanded, but I'm going to give you the info on the way the campus was set for most of its history. First off, you should know the campus is round and exists in its own dimension with its own gravity and rate of time progression. The main strata, or floors, are called the here and now levels. They are in the middle of the campus vertically. Opinions vary as to how many floors there actually are. During my research, when writing a biography on famed validata Peyton Drake, I went from thinking there were 11 levels to believing there were as many as 15. The 3 here and now floors include some of the main areas frequented by students and visitors. All of these areas will be dealt with in more detail in subsequent TidByt info vids. The primary floor houses the hub shops, the Comestible Commons dining hall, interdimensional portals, Healer's Bay, and entrances to the elemental estates as well as their playing fields. Additionally, counselor offices are located on the hub level, as are the Pan-Elementic chambers and gates leading to the rim, the seedy alleyway that encircles the campus. The 2 floors above are comprised of the elemental estates. The domainatories and element omnipurpose rooms can only be accessed by residents of the domain or individuals with clearance. Few people have this clearance. Above the accommodation floors is 7 points, the outdoor spot at the Ocademy where all of the elements converge in a way that is indescribably beautiful. Looking out over 7 Points sky is the agency level, also known as the crow's nest. That's where the administrative offices are located, and it's got one heck of a view. The top floor is considered more legend than actual level. If you've ever heard tales of the Morning Star, this is where you would presumably find it. Just below the here and now floors are the illumination levels, comprised of classrooms and the Athenaeum library. The primary level here houses the wheel that leads to most of the classrooms. 1 level below that is Bells and Whistles, a single open floor that spans the entirety of the campus and houses every kind of sporting equipment known in the Omniverse. Below that is the maintenance sector. Don't visit without a hazmat suit. And finally, below that is the rumored dungeon, or rather prison, known as the Void. Many scoff at the idea there is a prison on campus. Then again, many scoff at the idea our planet Gaia is round. I realize this info may seem jumbled and jivey, but the campus is a tricky place, and not all floors are the same height, and some comprise multiple levels. Fortunately, subsequent TidByt info vids will cover many of these areas specifically, so clarification will be forthcoming. Join Heather next time for one such info vid, as she covers the basics of the hub. Until then, Chedi Station, Tuta.